traders? Welcome back on this Friday, the 5th. I'm so excited. We got 2 days left to Super Bowl. Spent a lot of money on boxes this year. I don't know how you guys are doing. Hope good to see you all. Mike, good to see you. Greg, everybody on YouTube, Facebook. So we got a couple of people from UK here from logging in on Facebook. Good morning to you, Randy. Randy, where's my bagels? But Randy, I think they changed the recipe, Randy. Randy, I think you better go over back to Manhasset Bagels and find out. I think they changed the recipe. My wife is my son really ticked off. All right. So anyway, I'm just glad everything's working out. Everyone's here. By the way, a lot of good news that coming over the weekend. Good to see you, Bonnie. Also, Craig, everybody on YouTube, Facebook Live. So anyway, a lot of good news that are coming out today in the market. First of all, I just want to talk a little bit about Pinterest. What did I say? Listen, to be a good trader, it's all about, it's all about following the money and following the orders and following the when stocks break all-time highs. And Pinterest, there's only a couple of few stocks out there. There's Snapchat, there's Pinterest, but everything else, all these high-tech stocks are up huge. They're in the hundreds. JP Morgan just gave it a $102 price target. But we've been trading it since $40. Okay, so we did really, really well with that. But you know what? This is like a very unique situation. When being here, we talked about the cryptocurrency stocks, all the blockchains. We were watching before they made the big pop. We also focused a lot on the the pot stocks that are also doing pretty well. I got nervous yesterday. I sold and I bought back. I sold and I bought back regarding some of the pot stocks. TLRY. Yeah, I got out, I got back in. It's just so damn volatile, these things, But there's a lot of them on the list, and you know what? I don't hear people talking too much about Reddit anymore. I don't see, I don't really see people talking about what's happening with Reddit and so on. Look at that chart. Listen, I hope everyone's going to learn a valuable lesson here. Let me just fix this so people can see a little bit more on YouTube. You got to be very careful when you're watching and seeing this. We've seen this before. I know there's some people here for the first time. They're like, oh, I want to start getting into it. You damn well you better get into this market. You damn well. I mean, listen, everybody should be trading the market. What more are you going to do? I see this like 2000 all over again. The difference is now we're a lot smarter. Ticket charges are free. And education is obviously easy to get to, other than worrying about, when we had to open up offices and you had to travel and go to and move location. Now everything is just so transparent. But I love what I do. I'm happy you guys are doing well, and you made some really good money on certain trades. And you know what? It's like Groundhog's Day. Every day is just another day of stocks that are moving. But listen, don't worry about the Reddit stocks and so on. That is something that came and gone. I was even. I tell you, I chickened out a little bit on the GameStop. I wanted to short the stock so bad. So I was trying to do an option on it. And I do trade options, but that's like my last resort. The spread, it was like over $100. It was like ridiculous, what you had to risk to get an option call on this. But you know what? If you did pretty damn well. But to me, you know me, guys, I'm very conservative. I'm not a big cowboy. I'm not a person that's going to try to, hit for the moon. I'm just an everyday, consistent trader, and that's what it's all about. That's why I've been around doing it for 25 years, because I'm not a cocky, greedy person, trying to hit these home runs. Because let me tell you something. With those big home runs, you're gonna strike out more than you're gonna hit. It's all about base hits. Let's go through. We had a couple of stocks that were moving, that were monsters. First of all, I want to talk about the LIZI. This is yesterday, okay? LIZI was a monster. Look at this thing. Let's go back and look 5 minutes here. So this one, let me go back yesterday so you can see it. This thing for the last 2 days has been a unbelievable day trade. Stock went from $6, actually started at $4. Look at that long-term chart over here on the right-hand side. Stock started at actually below $4. We traded, went from 4, went to 5. Then when it went to 6, 650, and then dropped down to 6, went to 10. Then it went from 10 all the way up to 16, and then in pre-markets up to 18. Now, personally, I don't like it anymore. I'm done. The pre-market tells me a lot. Okay, remember, we learned this in phase 3. You learn it here, being here every morning. The trend is your friend. You want to buck that trend. I kept it on my list. I'm putting it back on the B list. But if you notice the trend, it's a fast moving morning. When it moves. Remember, 9:30, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. We're done. Okay, you follow that pattern right there. It went over to about 11, 11:30. That's about it. But then it's flatline. But anyway, that was a monster yesterday. Actually, last several days. So that one did pretty well. There were other ones out there. What else was it? Was it AACG? Was it? I think it was, right? Yeah, that one was also. Listen. Yeah, okay. You want to talk about GameStop? What about this one? AACG. We traded this yesterday in the middle of the day. Another unbelievable monster stock went from $4 to $20. This is day trading at its best, cyber traders. And for you people on YouTube, this is what we look for. And this is great. Craig, first time listener on YouTube. Welcome aboard, Craig. Welcome. Thanks for being here. And you know what? This is going to be this is going to be not even your first, but your forever. Okay, listening. All right. So anyway, let's go through some of the stocks that are moving this morning, because we do got a lot of stocks that are moving. And we know it's Friday. So Friday, you got to be careful. It's not always the most it's not the most exciting day to trade on a Friday, because most of our actions on the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But unfortunately, there's just been an awful lot of movement. I do want to start off with Pinterest. Okay, so you know that we've been a big fan of Pinterest. I own the swing trade on it. A lot of this here in the Cyber Group room. I told you I've been a big fan of Pinterest. Once we've been trading since $40. You know, the stock is a new IPO. Stock's been doing great. Is it too late to buy it? Listen, remember, I can't tell you what to buy and sell. It's illegal, and it's illegal for anybody unless they're registered. Okay, but read between the lines. I'm a big fan of Pinterest, so whatever it is. A couple other stocks that are moving pretty well. Let's talk about the JD. Okay, so JD right here. If you notice, in the obviously in the Cyber Group room, you can see we do the alerts. I did post it this morning in YouTube, and we start trading, by the way, if you're on YouTube, Facebook Live, we start trading here around 7:45 in the morning. So that was the watch list right there. You could see what we traded. Obviously, some things worked out pre-market, some didn't. But this one, this JD, was unbelievable. This stock literally ran. It started awfully late, surprisingly. Usually they get that big move around 8:30 where program trading comes in. But this popped up from nowhere right around 8:45 and literally ran from $8.50 all the way to $12. I know a lot of you guys are pretty much done for the day just on that one stock right there. Norman, we're going to check the ADEX too. I know I'll check it right now because you just said it's popping. And I did have it on my watch list, but I didn't get to it. This stock, very consistent, nice level one stock, nice beginner stock. It doesn't move too fast. So if you're like a deer in the headlights person, you get the butterflies on your first trade, this might be up your alley. But yeah, this is a nice little comfortable stock, Norman. Thanks for bringing that up. I did have it on my list, but I also had it on my beginner B list. All right, a couple other stocks that are moving here. METX stock right here went from 11 all the way down to 2. Stock obviously is up today, up 41%. It's up at 380 right now. It tested $4. There's a couple of iceberg orders right there on the bid. You could see it. They're hovering right around below about 370. Not really. To me, there's a lot of algorithms going on this stock right here. It is tradable for a beginner. It's got a good spread, but it's not going to move too much. But you know what? It was good yesterday. You traded. I'll bring it up yesterday. I'll show you yesterday. For some of you who missed it. It had a nice little move in that, right at the close right there. You can see it went from 2 all the way up to about almost $3. Really nice move. Not bad. Okay. And then obviously after hours flat, but it's gapping up pretty decent right now. So, if you traded yesterday, you probably know how to trade it today. AREC, another one that a lot of you guys right now in pre-market traded, did really well with this one too. This one basically just started popping awfully late, right around 8 o'clock though. It started at $4, $4.50, went all the way to $6, kind of took a little bit of a break and just made another pop. Stock, you might think it's not, looking at the spread, everything else, but this thing, I give it a category almost a 4, okay? There's not a lot of iceberg orders on it, which also gets me a little nervous on it because remember, we need those iceberg orders to kind of give us a sense of where the support level is and where the resistance level is. So that you got to look at. Gene says the METX made about 17 cents on that. Let me just bring that up so some of the traders can obviously see. Hold on. Yeah, you can see right here. Oops. Oh, can't do that because it's going to ruin the screen. I'm trying to share over and over. But anyway, if anyone on YouTube, Facebook Live, you want to come in, you're more than happy to come and join us and see what we do over the course of the day. So that one's pretty good. We got the LAIX. Here's another one that's gapped up. She's up by 200% right now. She's got a decent price. Not a lot of algorithms I see that's going on it over there on the right on level 3. We got a 22,000 share buy right now at $8. Kind of explain it why it's having a tough time not going down, but it's hovering right there. If it plateaus at this price and holds it, this is a very good sign for the stock to go up. But listen, stock was $3 yesterday. Okay, it's gapped up pretty big. Personally, I don't like to trade stocks up this much going into an open, because think about it. If you own the stock at $2 yesterday, $3, and it's at $8, what would you be doing right now? Oh, it's going to 12. It's going to 50. You're probably going to take a profit. So remember, and a lot of you in the cyber group room, you know what I'm talking about. This is when we get that slingshot. Okay, that slingshot is a very key of a focal point of knowing, is this a real trend down or is it profit taking? And then that's how we get the pop. So, but I'm going to keep it on my watch list. I like it. STG. Okay, so this one, another one up 72%. It's kind of died, started to trend down. Not being a fan of it anymore, but I'm going to put it on the B list. But it did trade 6 million shares already in pre-market, which I assume a lot of you people are probably trying to figure out online. How did they trade 6 million and we can't? Well, remember yesterday, who came to my my open house yesterday on Wednesday? Yesterday at 12 o'clock. I don't know if anybody here on YouTube, Facebook Live saw it. It's recorded. A lot of you. You watched the recording, Norman? Anyone here on YouTube? Okay, because I did something different. I wanted to show everybody the difference between a direct access broker and an online broker, and show you how you put an order out there. People like you don't even realize that you have a seat on the exchange, for crying out loud. And you know what I really feel bad for? I really feel bad for all these people on Robinhood, all these kids that got into these stocks. Trust me, they're going to get crushed, okay? For a broker to tell you what you can trade and not trade, that's like Big Brother telling you what you do. It's like they took away your First Amendment rights as a trader. Like, what do you mean I can't trade it? You know what I mean? That's not right. So, you know what? Hopefully yesterday's video, and for the ones that are live, got an idea. You could see like, oh, now I know I could drive my own car. Oh, I thought the only thing that there was, you could only use public transportation. That's why you need to surround yourself with successful traders and people that do it for a living. But that's okay. Hopefully for some of you now that probably got affected by it, because I know that some of you here are new and for the first time, hopefully it's a wake-up call. You know what? My mentor always taught me a very valuable lesson about losing. He said, losing is a good thing. And I said, how's that possible? Because if you know why you lost, you're not going to do it again. Okay? And if making money is a bad thing. I'm like, how is that? Because if you don't know why you made money, how are you going to do that again? The worst thing that could happen to anybody trading in the market is you make a lot of money. And some of you here know that, because you're like, oh, this is so easy. No, listen, it's easy, but it's also, you got to be smart how you do it. You got to know how to play the game. And hopefully everybody enjoyed that video. And if you did, you can always go back and watch it. A couple other stocks I want to plug in here before we go, because I got it ready for the open. The RBD is also no big iceberg orders here. No big iceberg orders, and no algorithms. But it is kind of holding pretty strong. It's dead right now, but I'm going to put it on my B list. SOS, nice moving stock. Stock just moved at 830, ran from 350 to 410. Look at all those orders on the right. You got 20,000, 50,000, shares out there. 37,000. That's what we need. We need to see what these guys are doing. We're just a little woody ants on the floor. We're just trying to get the crumbs. Okay? Let these big boys tell you where they want the stock to run. Let's see if they're getting executed. Let's look over there on time and sales. See if they're getting executed. Okay? but that's what we need. This is a nice little stock. And then obviously, I think I pretty much, AMC, one was bringing that up. Do yourself a favor, Jake. Stay away from this thing. It's over. It's done. You're going to blow up your account, Jake, okay, on YouTube. Don't even look at it. It's over, okay? Party is done, okay? Let's go on to the next stock that's moving. You know, you want to get a stock like LIZI that, typed it wrong. Like yesterday, it goes from 4 to 16. They're there every day. We do this every day. Just keep coming back here, and you'll see what we're talking about. Josh, one of the instructors, for some of you don't know him in YouTube, but guys in Cyber Group, yeah, nice little pop right there, Josh. Great call. Stock just ran from 8:30 to about 9:10. Got a 4,000 share buy right there. And it looks like it's going to probably test right around 880. You can see him right there. He's on NASDAQ. So, yeah, that looks like a really nice – oh, there he is. He's going to test him right now. Is he getting executed? Looks like he's getting executed, Josh. It looks like it's going to probably back off. It looks like it's going to probably do a little slingshot. All right. Any other questions? Any other stocks that we're missing I did not call out? By the way, before we go, who's going to win the Super Bowl? I got to ask this. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? Let's do some. Let's just check. Monica's Tampa, Kansas City. Damn, I should have did one of the surveys. Kansas City, Tampa Bay. Wow, this is like 50-50 over here. I live in Tampa, Monica's saying. Cowboys. Bucks. Jake saying Bucks. Craig saying Tampa. Wow, this is going to be it's a pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. Listen, I'm a diehard Jet fan, and embarrassed that I am. You could abuse me and throw eggs, but I've been dealing with Tom Brady, and he destroyed us for 20 years. So hope he doesn't break anybody's hearts. But now that he's off my league, maybe it'll be a little bit better for you guys to do it. I'm from Portugal. I have a good friend of mine who's a lawyer living in Tampa. Okay, there you go. Pedro says he's going to vote for Tampa. Well, I don't know if I can deal with – okay, well, this one's starting to make a bounce up. All right, guys, listen, we got to go. Oh, my God, we got 10 minutes. All right, listen. We'll be back here at 2:30 on YouTube, Facebook Live. For everybody here that wants to come and join us, just please like us, friend us, and make sure you click the alert button on the bottom so you can get the alerts from here, YouTube, because I'm going to be posting videos of little samples like I did yesterday and so on. And also, you can always follow us on Twitter. If you didn't write fast enough, we're going to post these on our Twitter feed. Cyber Group members, we're going to have that in our alerts. It's going to pop up. We're going to start commentating once the market opens up. And if you want to join us, just like us and friend us. $9 1 week in the Cyber Group room. It's the original Cyber Group room. Hopefully see you there. Cyber traders, remember, be safe. It's Friday. Don't get too cocky. Focus on the day's pay. If you're in the right position at the right time, just remember, don't get too cocky. We know how that works out. Just make our day's pay. Let's enjoy our weekend. And, we'll see you back here on Monday. And we'll be back here at 2:30 live. Also, we'll do the afternoon. So, and I personally like afternoons better than the mornings. I don't know. Just feel like nobody likes to hold stocks over the weekend. And that's why we have that. All right, guys, good luck. Happy trading. Be safe. And we'll see you then.